some possibilities. Definitely unorthodox, and we'll see if it works as we jump now into the third game of a best of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Valley going up against Team Gosu, and the question on everyone's mind, will Team Gosu fall down to the lower bracket, or will they win this game and show us that they want to try to bring this to a full 5G?
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of two questions on my mind, T-Rex. Is this Hellcurt going to be a tide changer? Not only did Team Gosu do something completely different than what we've been seeing, they're doing something completely new in NA. We're going to be seeing, of course, a lot of pressure onto the jungle. Already going into the Lethal Wander here. Mobile was not able to secure it. I want to see what type of crazy plays they can make with an Atlas, a Lilia combo tied in there with a Hellcurt. This is going to be interesting. It's all going to come down to how well the Valley can utilize Shark's abilities to get in and out of combat effectively, you know. And we're not going to see too much pressure from Masha early on, just because we are seeing it played into the XP role. So again, this is going to be something we're going to be seeing into the later game. And what do you think the Valley is going to think about this Hellcurt pick, T-Rex?
I mean, they do have to be worried, right? They have to be worried for that Fatal Links combo with that Hellcurt, and then as you mentioned, the Gloom Bombs coming from Fleur. A lot of team fight potential from the side of Team Gosu, but as you mentioned, a lot of movement from the side of the Valley. You have Shark on this Matilda paired up with Hoon on the Eve. That's a lot of speed boosts moving around the map, but here comes the Darkness Falls. Is he gonna make it in? He misses that first kill. Zane brought down to half health though. In comes World Manipulation, but a big Fatal Links. Yue does go down, but Zane goes down as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade in the hands, I would say, of Team Gosu, because they take out Zane, they take out the jungler.
Yeah, and I mean, it is a little bit early. Ooh, Basic is getting peeled on, but General is now being dived in, T-Rex. But he hits the flicker, and that was a well play by General that gets them. I mean, someone probably should have stayed back and, you know, sandwiched them into that tower, but they were really wanting it. They did bait out the flicker, which I believe is a good utility here, because now they could go for him for a second round. The turtle is now up here. I gotta give it to, you know, again, we gotta watch Hoon this Eve. I'm not seeing Yue put too much pressure on him, but I lied. They are trying right now while the turtle is going to MOBA Zane.
Yeah, Zane able to take it, and I was wondering when we were going to see that Dark Nightfall comes for that turtle, right? And this is something where almost you could say Gosu could have the advantage to some of these objectives, because you lose so much vision, and you're going for the turtle. We pop that, and you don't know if we're going to try to take a Lord steal, a turtle steal. You don't know if we're attacking your back line. Just gives that slight edge, and right now with this kill under Zero's belt could be the slight edge they need. The Valley is holding a lead on the gold though right now, G.
Yeah, leading in the gold, and again, I mean, this is what MOBA Zane excels at. You can already see that he's already invading into a lot of Hellcurt's side of the jungle. Zero's going to have to keep up with MOBA Zane. One of the biggest things I do want to say that I didn't see in a lot of the previous matches are we are seeing heavy pressure on the side lanes right now. They're trying to change the tide of Fatal Links.
I'm sorry, big Fatal Links. We do see the real manipulation does come out. Zero goes down. Big hit onto Gosu. 2 members go down. Now the Valley's starting to scale a bit into this 4-minute mark.
Yeah, scaling into the 4-minute mark here. You know, this is what we're gonna see by the Valley. You know, they're already seeing what we see from MOBA Zane, the pressure, the jungle control, but Hoon's been able to avoid a lot of things, so we got to really watch out for Hoon, the positions, the angles. We're not seeing that too much from Shark just yet, but with a Matilda, I feel like we might. And I feel like, you know, responding from Team Gosu, we need to see them capitalize and hunt down this Yve, but they're constantly putting a lot of pressure onto Shark here. And that is what I was saying from the very beginning. The Valley just has that comp that can escape. when the Team Gosu is trying to be very aggressive and push in on them. And I mean, that's what we're gonna have to see from Team Gosu. We need like a wheeling peel. We need them to get in, bait out some abilities, give us some good macro plays, but we're seeing a fight.
Zane does get the knock up onto Yue. Dark Knight Falls comes in. Shark takes a lot of damage. Turtle is still up, but now the Valley does have the advantage over it. They're just not able to create the space as Hoon and Shark were for their team. Turtle gonna get brought down, nothing that Gosu can do, and this is where that early game scaling comes once again. The same thing that we saw in the past 2 games, the Valley dominating in the early stages. Wait a second, Yue gets the Fatal Links, Hoon gonna be able to get away, Shark getting him out of danger.
This is the angles I was talking about. Shark absolutely carrying Hoon to victory here, and Mobazane coming in and using that knockout strike to take out Yue. This is a battle of the century, but I gotta say, I mean, we're looking at a 4-1 difference right now, and I feel like maybe more of the escape engage comp is looking good right now.
That definitely looks good, and just like I mean, literally, they wait a second. Shark with a big guiding eagle, or circling eagle. General taking a big damage. Basic picks up the kill. Down on the boss side, though. Fight Chicken trying to fight this off. JC very low. Fight Chicken responds. JC goes down. Fight Chicken does eventually go down to Fleur, though. Now, Zero trying to fight against Mobazane, but Mobazane picks up the kill with the outplay. Will he take Fleur too? Fleur pops the black shoes. Zane knows he needs to try to get out. Gets a little bit of shield. Shark now on the chase. They want to take it. Fleur goes down. Triple kill for Mobazane. 5-1 and 2, 8-2 on total kills on the board.
I was saying how the Selena was a gamble last time. This Hellcurt is now the biggest gamble of the century against 2 Goliaths. And I'm not seeing it be utilized to what I would want it to be, and you gotta put that up because of Shark right now. I gotta say, definitely right now MVP in my book. 7 minutes in is Shark. The utility to get in and out is insane, but
oh, big Fatal Links. Finally, maybe something. Zane goes down. This could be big for the side of Gosu. Fight Chicken just trying to do something, but Fleur picks up the double. Shark now in bad territory, needs to get out of here, but the chase is on, and he doesn't have the skill to get away. The slow, too much world manipulation comes in, though. Hoon, Basic, here to help out. Yue will go down. Shark trying to find it, and the kill goes to Basic. Next, maybe JC, as he tried to help out, but maybe a little too late. Basic on fire, hits the flicker, trying to get a better angle, decides to get out and follow Shark away. They've gotten what they need. They responded to the murder of Zane.
And it was such a great play there, and we need to see more of those from the Team Gosu. The biggest thing that we seen from that last engage was the Atlas. The Fatal Links came down and took quite a bit of the Valley into the grasp, and then we just seen the Nightfall Hellcurt come in and absolutely monster Mobazane. So we'll see what comes down now into this Lord take. One thing I do got to point out is the top of the map is now being pushed because they know that Gosu wants the Lord, and they've already set out for the Lord. And this is what Chicken's been doing non-stop, is giving that high pressure up there, and it's kind of forcing into these team fights like you were saying before, T-Rex. They're always down one person, and the Valley knows how to deal with that.
Yeah, they know how to deal with it. And I mean, down towers right now, Gosu definitely in a rough spot, right? Yes, they've come back. They've helped minimize the gold, minimize the bleeding a bit, and I think as long as they don't let these inhibitors go down, they could have the opportunity. They've done well in the late game. The comp, they don't quite have the damage as the Melissa last time, but General has only taken 1 death, so he can still output something. Zero, not looking too great. Wait a second, Shark, Yue trying to get the chase here, not quite able to connect. Lord will start to get worked on here. Are we going to try to see the steal from Zero? Watch him in this bush right here. We're going to see that ultimate pop. We're going to see him try to make a play. Conceal comes in. Dark Nightfall comes. Can he get the steal? Zero. The Fatal Links helps him secure it, and now Zane is very low, but Basic knows he smells blood, and he wants it. 2 members are down. Make it 3. Fleur with the black shoes does survive, able to try to get away. Basic goes down. Shut down for Fleur. Line that up with a killing spree. Now Shark trying to zone away General, but the Lord is now crashing towards the Valley. Team Gosu with the response once again to carry this game forward.
It was a good response. Now we need to see some lane control, some lane push, and that is what we're seeing. The Valley split. They knew that they didn't get the Lord. This is the time to now push the lanes in. Don't allow them to utilize any of those super minions. Defend as many towers as possible right now. Mobazane soloing the Lord. You're not thicker than Mobazane. He takes out the Lord there. T-Rex, man, that was a crazy Lord steal. And this is what I was saying from the very beginning. Not having that Balmon, we might see Team Gosu secure a little bit more objective base, you know, taking the Lord as much as possible. We might see a Fatal Links.
Oh, another Fatal Links paired up. Hoon goes down. A nice mega kill for Fleur. She's beginning to output some damage. Shark in a bad spot. Zane is here. Zero taken out from Basic. Basic in the back line, firing off shots. JC brought very low, but Fleur's onto Basic. Gets the kill. Make that unstoppable. Zane trying to find something though, and Fleur bites the bullet. Zane now moving forward, looking for JC. JC gets a taunt, but is forced to try to run away. UA trying to help him out, but he just can't make it. Fried Chicken wants more, and Zane is here. Shark picks up the kill. UA could be next, forced to go back to base as General lines some shots out to keep them away from that tier 2 tower.
Yeah, one of the biggest things we do have to point out here, and we can see, we're looking at the Valley. Their team fight capabilities right now, 14-7, just absolute monsters, you know. From the side of Team Gosu, we need, Hoon is having a little bit of a problem. They're jumping into him. Not only Hoon, but Basic's getting targeted a lot by Fleur. So if we do see, you know, Basic staying alive, this is going to, you know, lead into some big problems for Team Gosu, but they're responding well. Every team fight, they're taking something, and they're not leaving with nothing.
Definitely not leaving with nothing. Gosu once again on the rise, and this time, they're not down to inhibitors, right? Yes, they are down to tier 2s all the way around, but they don't have to worry about the, like, they don't have super minions just crashing into them constantly. They have a bit more of a possibility to turn this game into their hands. JC and Mobazane trading some shots with Shark in the backside, taking a bit of damage. World Manipulation does come out. Fleur able to use those black shoes to get away. Dark Nightfall comes in to help to disengage. A little bit of a conceal play though, as Fried Chicken and Mobazane work away and chip at that tower. Down to the boss side though, Hoon very low. General picks up the kill, so it's a tower for a kill. A nice trade for Gosu as Shark and Basic hang out in this bush, keeping vision, waiting for the possible Lord. Watch Shark and Basic coming in from the backside. This could be bad for Fleur and Zero. Almost trying to make the play. Basic follows up, big damage onto the side of Gosu. Down goes Zero. UA with the Fatal Links, able to connect onto them, but no one's there to help out. Basic does go down to Fleur though. Now Gosu firing back. General looking for something. Shot on a Shark. Can he get the finish? Immortality Parps. Shark still in the field. Fleur trying to find something. Can't quite make it. Fried Chicken versus JC is an endless battle. And it's a 2-for-1 trade into the hands of Team Gosu. Once again, slowly coming back more and more in this game. Only a 1K gold lead for the Valley. Lord still on the map, G.
So Lord being on the map, I want to point out something that I did catch here. Chicken is not doing as well as he was in the last 2 games. 0-2 and 3, and we seen that he had the call, the cry for help. Mobazane had to be up there in that top lane to, you know, put some pressure onto JC's Masha, and that is what we're seeing here. Now a Lord is barreling down, and we might be seeing a little bit of a wait and bait game, but again, JC's responding like Chicken was responding to their team last time, pushing the side lane in hard, and it's going to be all coming down to a Lord take here. The Valley, they're just trying to respond to this, and they need to control that top lane. The Lord is going down. Are they going to take it, T-Rex?
I don't know. Zane's looking for it. Look at him behind this wall, looking for the steal. He has all of his passes ready to go. Dark Nightfall comes in. Zane has to guess if he even wants to try to take it. UA keeps the space, and that is what I meant from that ultimate. That is where it helps. Zane's like, wait, I can't go in now. I can't see the health of the Lord. I don't exactly know if I'm going to get the steal correctly, but the fight continues. Big Fatal Links. Down goes Fried Chicken. UA on to the next, trying to make more space for Fleur in general to keep on outputting damage. Shark with that circling needle lands on to General. Zane in the backside takes out General. Next on the list this is Zero. Zane has found the chopping block and he is swinging axes. JC, maybe Nexus, whom picks up the kill. A nice trade, 4 for 4. Fleur versus Zane. One person on the map. The winter truncheon comes down, but Zane's gonna clean that up. But Lord is crashing down. Gosu will live to see another day.
MOBA Zane has to have like a built-in immortality, always surviving to the very end. Absolutely mopped up all of Team Gosu. He is now the sole survivor to be able to control these lanes, but that was a good response. Team Gosu put him on the back line, and again, I got to reiterate this once more. Looking at this replay here, it was insane here, T-Rex.
Watch Zane come around the back here. That's the real play right there. He waits. He's even sitting up there. He's still sitting up there as all of this is going down. The patience. He knows his team has it, and once that circling eagle comes in, he's like, this is my chance. Boom. Boom, 2 members down, 3 members down. That is it. I clean up. Yes, a lot of my team has fallen, and maybe it was a slightly bad call, but I think it was a great patience, a wait, and a tackle. The bait and tackle, as some like to say, able to keep the game moving forward.
Yeah, and I mean, those plays are what makes games, like now we're seeing that Team Gosu could have been on a little bit of the upper side, and that was like, they were like fighting their egos there. They're like, we got this, we took out so many people of the valley, and then Zane just coming in and mopping them up. It's hard to deal with something like that. Again, we got to give it out to Shark just being in there, controlling, and again, their comp is just to get in and get out when needed. But we are coming into the late game now, where we're seeing, like Fleur starting to show on this Lilia. 8, 4, and 5, absolutely one of the carrying factors by Team Gosu, as well as Yue on this Atlas, getting a lot of these fatal links. The Valley, to end this game, they really need to watch out for these fatal links. Not only that, they have to bait out the ultimate by Hellcurt here. Zero is just absolutely, he's utilizing it in such great areas, like taking the Lord. So these are things that they need to do to possibly take the game here.
Yeah, even though Zero hasn't been like the star, hasn't gotten 10 kills like Zane, he's definitely used that Hellcurt to its maximum utility and has helped a lot of these team fights in general, helped a lot of these jocks for position on the Lord. Now, Zane has just been dumping out damage, but we can't, you mentioned Fleur. Fleur's been a god today. I mean, Basic has been having a lot of trouble because of Fleur, and they need to, I think they're having trouble deciding who they want to peel for, right? Do we peel for whom? Do we peel for Basic? Who does Shark want to try to help in this fight? And if Zane's going to be the damage dealer on the backside, he can't be there to peel for them, right? So the Valley kind of really splitting up in a lot of these team fights, which is working, right? It's keeping you at a distance from those possible fatal links, and they don't want to keep everyone together at one time because, like you said, that is the major threat. If Yue gets a 3 or 4 man fatal links, it could spell victory for the side of Gosu, but Lord, he's getting worked down on. MOBA Zane trying to make it there in time, can't quite make it. Does he get there? Lord goes to 0. Road manipulation, though, is down. Zane taking a little bit of damage. No one has been taken out yet, but Fleur trying to get away. Doesn't have the black shoes, forced to use the flicker. JC on the back. Shark with the chase decides not to take it. Lord will be coming at the Valley once again.
And I want to talk about this, right? Like, the Balmon's not there, T-Rex. Like, now we're seeing Team Gosu secure all of these Lords, and I felt like that was what was controlling them. That was what was making Team Gosu be a little bit on the back foot. Neither side's base has been cracked into, and there's been 3 Lords. Both teams are just sustainable. They're keeping these fights going. They just have to, bait and utilize some of these abilities to be able to see if one tide is switching to the other, because this is 2 waves constantly crashing, T-Rex.
Yeah, Gosu wants this, you can tell, but they've wanted the past 2 games as well and haven't been able to succeed. Will this be the game that they take it against the Valley? Lord up on the top side. The rest of Gosu is going to work on that mid tier 2. Shark poking, waiting. White Chicken also looking for something. Gets the taunt onto Yue. JC coming in from the side. Lord goes down. Zane able to clean it up. And all Gosu gets is a tower. But they do gain some map they do gain a little bit of presence and a little bit of pressure. Zane possibly going to get stunned here. Fatal Links comes in. Zane taking a lot of damage. Immortality pops. White Chicken, though, and Shark want to try to help him out. Zane goes down. JC gets him from around the corner. Hoon dropping the world manipulation. Fleur taking a bit of damage. Same with JC. JC down to about 1 bar of health as Shark and Basic search. Basic comes in. White Chicken gets the pick onto Fleur. That is a 1-for-1 trade, but it's a nice trade at that. Zane off the map, G.
Yeah, and we're coming into the 20-minute mark, so I'm kind of wondering what's kind of changing the tide of team battles here, because there used to be a decent lead, right? We were 22 and now it's 14, so there's not, like, we're seeing Team Gosu, their team fight capabilities, their micro plays playing a huge role here, and I wonder if it's coming down to, you know, like you were saying earlier, Fleur, they're constantly on basic. Super Shark might be in trouble here.
In a lot of trouble. Immortality comes up, and that is a bad loss for Shark. The Winter Truncheon comes in, trying to bide a little bit of time. Down to the boss side, though. JC putting them on a goose head. Shark finally does go down. That is a 45-second death counter. Lord will be up in 30. This will give Gosu a bit of an advantage when starting on this Lord, and at this point, they're freezing the lanes. They're waiting. They know what the goal is here. Get the next Lord, bide time, and keep on pushing in. We don't need to even mess with these waves that much, except for JC in the top side to help us get a little bit of a better position on the map.
Yeah, and
wait a sec. Frozen. Zane may go down here. Fleur looking for it. Zane goes down. No immortality. Fleur picks up the kill. Yue then with the Fatal Links onto Chicken. Chicken may be next. Brought down to about 10%. Chicken goes down. Immortality pops, but JZ doesn't want to get him away. White Chicken uses the flicker. Gonna be able to escape while all this is happening. Zero working on the Lord right now. This is gonna be another Lord on the side of Team Gosu, and not only that, but Gosu have finally started winning in this game, and I think as long as they don't make any mess ups, they could take it, G.
Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing the aggression right now. Yue already getting into that base. The real world manipulation coming down. Can they stop this push here?
Oh, White Chicken brought low. General picks up the kill. A nice one at that. Firing some more shots onto Shark here, but he needs to be careful. Basic is a hit maker right now. General able to flicker. Bahoon wants it. They try to chase. General able to get away. Bahoon pays the price. Will go down. 3 members of the Valley off the map. 4 still standing for Team Gosu, and they have the Lord. They can still push back at this point. And not only that, but now they only have Yue down. Gosu maybe taking game 3 here, G.
Yeah, and you gotta attribute it to, you know, Fleur. Fleur is just keeping basic at tides and not letting them get into the back line to, you know, take out General. So, and General now is starting to take off, you know, the pressure, the power that we're seeing from a Brody that has immortality stool is insane. That is the decision factor, you know, do we go in, pop the immortality and go for it? But the Lord is now barreling down. This is a Luminous Lord, has extra HP. Let's see if the Valley can defend.
I mean, Basic can still make quick work of it. They have to be careful about how Gosu wants to approach this. They do have JC down there with the Lord, possibly create some pressure. Middle inhibitor does crack. Zero almost gets taken out. Moba Zane finding that angle once again, but he gets down with a face full of torn apart memories. General now going to work on this base. That's one down for the Valley, but the Lord may go down next. World Manipulation comes out to try to stop this, but JC's locked onto the base. Team Gosu trying to finish here. Can they do it? Zero's there. Gosu takes us to game 4 because they've succeeded in taking game 3. What a match.